Sagala. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I honor you. Thank you, and I respect you for all the aid you have given us today. I know that you hold all the records of Leslie's different lives. May I ask you questions?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. I'm going to start with the first session that we had on Friday. Why is it that you chose to show him the lifetime in Italy? You felt that he was working as a servant or an aide to a family there?
He left the South and went to the North, and the family took him in.
So was that Italy?
He left the South.
Was it America?
Yes.
He was shown a map of Italy. Was there any significance to that?
Repeat the question.
He was shown a map of Italy. Was there any significance to that?
He had a prior lifetime in Italy.
Okay. Nice. What is it that you wanted him to know about his lifetime living with the family? There was a scene of him eating dinner, preparing dinner and eating with the children.
Trust. Being with that family dissipated all trust issues he had with Caucasian people.
They were loving and accepting of him, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Any other messages you would like us to know, even about Caucasians, or especially at that time period where there were some that were not being led by their hearts, but there were others that were healed and whole in their hearts? What messages do you have for us about that?
Love is much stronger than hatred. And he was able to see that love in that lifetime, and that all the negativity that he experienced was transmuted into love, just dealing with that family alone.
How important is that for us as Black people now? There are some of us that still hold anger and resentment from that time in our history. How important is it, and why is it necessary to forgive, to love, and to transmute those hurt feelings?
We can't allow a few bad apples to ruin the whole, our whole perception of a particular race or creed of people. And that's what has happened, and that's what's made life for blacks in America terrible, because the hatred is still around, and we have to realize that love can transcend all the hatred that has transpired throughout the years. That's the message he needs to understand, is that love is the answer to all.
Absolutely, brother. From your understanding, is this continued pain? Is this continued to be spread to further separation and divide? And is this separation and divide being perpetuated by the dark ones or the controllers?
Absolutely, it's a very powerful tool. And it's picking up momentum, unfortunately.
Hmm. So you feel this divide actually getting stronger and not weaker?
Only weak minded will be affected by this type of nonsense. And unfortunately, a lot of people are allowing themselves to be manipulated by this negativity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This issue is even sometimes an ongoing debate in my own household, especially between myself and my twin, where he does not understand that the loving forgiveness and healing is actually what helped him and others to move forward in their empowerment versus maintaining that love in their, or that hate in their heart, sometimes for a sense of loyalty that is misplaced. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
What is your opinion, or how can we assist in healing this?
By simply taking away the judgmental aspect, to judging everybody under one umbrella, and giving people a chance to show them true, to show them their true selves, instead of just going off what we've been taught and what we've been told.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once we
That's
get the
why.
opportunity to interact with others, rather it be the workplace, school, or whatever, then we can transmute our negativity into positivity, because we'll see a difference in what we've been taught as opposed to what we actually experience in this life experience.
Absolutely. I believe one of the sad things is, like you said, we go off of a history, which is his story, that's not even totally factual in the first place. Is there anything you want to share about the history or the true history of slaves or blacks in America? Is that a long and broad answer?
There's many layers to this onion, but slavery did exist.
Mm-hmm.
People were transported from one continent to another, but not the way we've been taught in school, not the way people have been taught in school.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it okay if you can confirm a vision I was given years ago?
Yes,
In the vision, I did see that people were transported from country to country, like you said, but nowhere near as many as we've been taught. What I seen in the vision is that actually Black people are the indigenous or natives of America. Many of them were the indigenous that were here already on this continent. Is that correct?
indeed, that is correct. But there was a portion that was actually brought from Africa.
Right, right, yes, yes, I seen that too. Is there anything you want to share further at this time that the public will be ready to hear? Or is this more that will be revealed as we ascend and heal?
People need to live righteously because we're going into a time where you could get away with something and it wouldn't, the karma wouldn't get you until much later. But now the karma comes on the people much faster than it once did because of the time we're in and the way we're going into the solar system. The earth is going into the solar system in a different area. So we are, everything is expedient right now. Everything is happening at a much faster rate than it once did. So things we were once able to get away with, we're no longer able to get away with it as we were in the past. So people need to be very mindful of this.
Mm-hmm. That means that it's also necessary to master our thoughts, as the things we think, our thoughts are manifesting a lot faster, correct?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Another question about this division or the people or the different races of us on Mother Gaia. Regardless of where we came from, regardless of even our galactic roots, we are all one people. We are all one source. Do you have, I know we teach this all the time, but do you have anything you want to expand upon or say about that?
A lot of so-called black people assume that all white people are evil, but there are people that are strategically put here in every race to raise the consciousness of the universe. So you can't just put an umbrella. This is what I want to emphasize. The problem is people are putting whole races of people under an umbrella and ostracizing them because of propaganda and because of political gain and because of wanting to take people's lands and their resources. But in actuality, there's people in every race that are put down here on this earth to raise the consciousness of the entire universe. And that needs to be emphasized no matter what race, Caucasian, Asian, so-called African American, or whatever. There's people in all these races that are here to raise the consciousness, strategically put on this earth to raise the consciousness of the universe for healing and the transmuting of mutation of hatred to love.
Absolutely. That is definitely something that I've been sharing with people. And you are referring to the volunteers, the Angelics and the Starseeds?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Mm. Mm. Is there anything else you would like to share before moving on to the next scene that he was shown?
Nothing more.
Beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you, brother.